Hi, and welcome. John Morris Show on a Wednesday. Glad you are with us. TFNB Studios, historic Elm Avenue in Waco. Sun is shining hot, 100 projected every day this week. So we talked about it. I hadn't had 100, and man, it is here now. It may be here for a while. So buckle up for that. But glad you are with us this morning. And being a Wednesday, our friend Jerry Hill will join us coming up in a bit. Plenty to talk about with Jerry. We actually, Garrett, had a pre-show meeting, which we rarely do, but or Jerry and I at least, and said, what are we going to talk about?
Right.
And Jerry's suggestion was, and this will be good, Baylor guys and girls that are in the pros. So beyond Baylor,
right,
and competing now, like Max Muncy,
Yep.
you know, like Shea Langoliers, guys like that in other sports, golfers, Johnny Kiefer.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be the main topic of conversation with Jerry today.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
You also got some WNBA action
That's
that you
right.
could dive into as well. There's
That's
a
right.
lot of Baylor talent that has trickled out in these leagues now. So there's plenty of people to talk about.
Yeah. So even the middle of the summer, no Baylor
Right.
athletic events per se, but Baylor people out and about and making money in professional sports. We are brought to you every day by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. Lunch at the Brazos Landing coming up today. Our little group will get together, and that's our lunch spot of choice. So we'll be there today. That'll be fun, and you would enjoy it also. That $12 lunch menu, the late afternoon, the 3 to 5 p.m. menu, reduced prices Tuesday through Friday. Just a great menu, great setting at the Brazos Landing. Check it out, where I-35 and the Brazos River meet. All right, speaking of Max Muncy, this caught my attention. Max had a home run last night. Dodgers beat the Phillies. 2-1 was the score. I think that game was on True TV. Is that right?
It might have been.
Does True TV have an MLB package?
I think it's part of that Turner network,
That's
kind of
true.
like you do with basketball when you go to call it when the March Madness comes. We're
That's
all
true.
looking for
Yeah.
True TV.
Yeah.
I think it's part of that, and then they probably flex off depending on what's on TNT at the time
Gotcha.
or something.
That makes a lot of sense because True TV is a part of, Turner. And so it makes sense, but I didn't watch the game last night. I think we were just scanning and I saw it listed as being on True TV and kind of got my attention. But Max Muncy, a home run last night. He is now the, he's hit the 5th most home runs in Dodger history. How about that? And the 2nd most home runs in Los Angeles Dodgers history, okay? Since they moved to L.A. from Brooklyn in 1958 when they moved, he has the 2nd most home runs of anybody in L.A. Dodgers history.
That's insane.
I know.
The crazy thing, too, is like the renaissance of his career is so remarkable.
Right.
Because if you remember, like early on at Oakland, he was good. He was still finding his way. But it's like once he got traded, I don't know if it was like a new scenery or what happened, but a light flipped, and he has been on a heater ever since.
They love him in Los Angeles, too. He's been so good and really consistent for years. But now, okay, so here's trivia for you. And the only reason I know this, I didn't hear it or read it. I heard it this morning. Who has the most home runs in Los Angeles Dodgers history? So since they moved to L.A., who would that be?
Would it be Piazza?
That's a very good guess, but no, that's a very good guess.
Okay. Wouldn't be Piazza.
I'm going to say we could sit here all day. And
I have no idea.
You wouldn't come up with the name.
No idea.
He tied Ron Say. So Ron Say is 2nd, now tied with Max Muncy, most home runs in Los Angeles Dodgers history. Now you go back to Brooklyn, and I think Gil Hodges is up there. Duke Snyder's up there. Who am I forgetting? There's somebody else that's really high if you go Dodgers organization history.
Right.
But in Los Angeles, the one that's hit the most home runs, Eric Karros.
Oh, I never would have guessed.
I know,
That's
exactly.
never
Same.
guessed.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Who's done some TV for Fox and I think still does regular baseball on TV. But Eric Karros, I'm serious, all day I wouldn't have come up with that name.
No, you would have gone through like a litany of like just stars before you got to that. I never would have ever imagined that.
Right. Now, Shohei's closing fast.
Yes.
And he'll get there. He has I don't know how many as a Dodger. He's got 300 home runs Angels and Dodgers career. So Shohei is closing fast on everybody. But Eric Karros, isn't that wild?
Very wild.
Yeah.
Very wild.
And now right behind them, Ronsay and our man Max Muncy tied for second most home runs in Los Angeles Dodgers baseball history. They love Max Muncy out there. I've told this story before. My son and I, we go see the Reds play somewhere every summer. 3 years ago, we went to Los Angeles, Dodger Stadium. First time at Dodger Stadium. Really great trip. And the night we went was Reds and the Dodgers. And the stadium, is old. I mean, it needs renovations. It's just old. And you can imagine all the glitz and glamour around LA. And then there's this old stadium, but it works because it's got all the history, and
yes.
I don't think you'd want to change it. Like the concourse is really small. It's tight. Takes forever after a game because everybody's, kind of going out the same way. But I don't think you'd change a thing because it's got all that history.
No, I hate that we got rid of the original Yankee Stadium. That was something that should have been like a national landmark.
Exactly.
Like, let's just keep this.
Yeah.
I've always been fascinated by the Polo Grounds and like how that looked. I wish that was something that was still around.
Right.
But those are things. Yeah, you don't want to change Dodger Stadium. It's like Wrigley Field. You don't mess with the seats. There's people that talk about the seats being tight and things, but don't change historic things like that. Just keep them intact.
Exactly. And Wrigley has changed some, like they've updated some things, but they've kept the charm, of Wrigley Field and what you'd want to see there. And the Dodgers have gone a step beyond that. They hadn't changed much at all, I don't think. But the night we went, the year MJ and I went to see them play, it was a 2-1 Dodgers win. And Max Muncy had 2 solo home runs.
So he beat them.
And that was it. Yeah, beat the Reds 2-1.
Dang,
and I was texting with, I'm not name dropping here, but Joe Davis is the TV voice of the Dodgers. I guess I am name dropping. And he also is the lead announcer for Fox Major League Baseball. Joe Davis was our first studio guy when we went with ISP. It was ISP at the time. And it was Joe Davis's first job in broadcasting. He was our studio guy. I could go back and find some old audio of Joe in the studio with us. Now look where he is. He's done well for himself. And we've stayed in touch. I don't bother him, but we've stayed in touch a little bit. But I texted him after we were leaving that game. And I said, hey, fun to be here on Max Muncy night at Dodger Stadium. And he said, you picked a good one. So that was Max that night. And it's fun when we see him. He comes back, he's usually here in the fall some. And then is around the team. And certainly Mitch probably recruited him, so knows him really, really well. So fun to see Max succeed and continue to do so well with the Los Angeles Dodgers. So there's a trivia question for today. Eric Karros. Isn't that wild?
That is very wild.
I know. So, Max, fun to talk about him. Want to remind you about this. Also, we had Dennis Gentry on with us a couple of weeks ago. Dennis, former Baylor running back, former Chicago Bears running back, is going into the Southwest Conference Hall of Fame. The induction banquet comes up on August 4th at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame here in Waco. We'll be there. We've got a table, and it'll be fun to honor Dennis. And the other inductees this year from the University of Arkansas, Barry Foster, remember him, was a running back for the Razorbacks. Dennis Gentry from Baylor. Lily Danoon, a volleyball player from the University of Houston. Candace Lesmeister, track and field for Rice University. Kevin Robenzine, track and field for SMU. Corby Robertson, football for Texas. Ed Hargett. It's a big name, A&M history, football. He is the A&M representative. Raymond Stewart, one of the Flying Frogs for TCU, track and field. And then Robert Hall, the quarterback. He's from Dallas, wasn't he? Dallas Carter?
I believe so. Dallas Carter. Robert Hall for Texas Tech. So the induction ceremony and luncheon comes up August 4th. I think if you called, you could still get tickets or maybe even a table, 254-756-1633. Or you could email Krista Martin there at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame, Krista
martin@tshof.org. And again, the event is August 4th at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. Fun for Dennis Gentry, and I think very deserving there. All right, let's take a break, and Jerry Hill will join us in a bit. When we come back, a picture that has surfaced that is kind of appropriate with the media days that are going on now. Big 12 was 2 weeks ago. ACC was last week. SEC, maybe you've noticed, is this week, and the Big 10 media days are next week. But a picture has surfaced going back to the Southwest Conference press tour, and we'll talk about that. That'll tie into Jerry also. So we'll take a break. Be back with more in just a moment. John Morris Show brought to you by the Brazos Landing and by Alliance Bank Central Texas, your Central Texas business bank. 7 convenient locations to serve you better. On the web at alliancebanktexas.com. That is Alliance Bank Central Texas. Take a break. Back with more John Morris Show on a Wednesday, and we'll be right back.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Back with us, John Morris Show, brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas and the Brazos Landing, also by Alan Samuels, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Make this the summer event at Alan Samuels in Waco. Check out the new 2026 Jeep Gladiator Mojave. I saw a vehicle the other day, and it was written on the side of it, Mojave.
Mojave.
And I looked at it twice, and it is a J.
It's J.
Yeah,
it's definitely a J.
But this copy is Mohave. So it is a J. But that's the Jeep Gladiator Mojave. You choose 0% for 36 months or take $10,000 off. That's not a typo. $10,000 off. Take the top off and hit the road. Alan Samuels Jeep. And thanks to Ted Teague and Alan Samuels. All right, Baylor basketball schedule. Some tidbits are starting to come out. One is, a game with the University of Texas. It'll be in San Antonio. It is November 15th, and that'll be fun. It is at the, what's that called now? Frostbank?
Frostbank,
yeah. Frostbank Arena in San Antonio. That is a Sunday, November 15th. But fun for Baylor and Texas to get back together. No question there'll be an NIL component to this. Yeah. That's probably why it's happening, but it's dubbed the San Antonio Hoops Showdown, Baylor and Texas. Put it on your calendar for November 15th. That'll be interesting broadcast-wise because that's those November games. There's sometimes conflicts or sometimes things you got to work around with football.
Yes.
Football plays at BYU on November 14th. And then that game is in San Antonio on Sunday, November 15th.
That'll be interesting to see how y'all navigate who's calling and all of that.
Yes.
That will be interesting.
Well, I hope we can make it work, and I think we can. Let's just hope it's not one of those 9:45 p.m.
Yeah, that's probably what it'll be too.
In Provo. If so, we'll come back and go straight to the game in San Antonio.
Just fly straight to San Antonio.
Yeah. That's an option.
Yeah.
Could be an option. So that is taking place. They announced earlier, Baylor part of the Players Era tournament in Las Vegas. That is the week of Thanksgiving. Baylor will play Alabama the first game. That's November 24th. So the non-conference schedule is starting to take shape in there. I think there's a game with Memphis, back half of a home and home. There's a game with Washington, back half of a home and home. I don't know, but those are starting to fall into place, and we'll have that non-conference schedule soon, and then the conference schedule hopefully right after that. All right, I did mention this maybe last week, maybe 2 weeks ago with Jerry Hill, and Jerry will join us next segment. But with the Big 12 Media Days, July 7th and 8th, kind of got us reminiscing about the old Southwest Conference press tour. And there are just some stories with that press tour that some can't be told, but some really good stories about the press tour. And what it was, and this was when Arkansas was still in the league, we would go to every school. Now, the media days now are everybody comes into one place. And for the Big 12, you do it over 2 days. For the SEC, it's 4 days. But you come to one place and you're there and do all the interviews. This was going to Fayetteville. It was going to Lubbock, College Station, Houston. You were there for a couple of days because it was Houston and Rice. They'd come to Waco, and the schedule was you'd have interviews in the morning or around lunch, and then work in the afternoon, and then the host school that day would host a dinner that evening, and then you'd get up and go to the next school the next morning. Most of it was on bus. The flying trips were to Fayetteville and then to Lubbock were flying trips. Everything else was a bus around, and it was 10 days, 9 schools, and again, pretty historic that we would do that. But somebody posted this picture. John Askins posted this picture yesterday is when I saw it, and the tag on it was the missing bus on the Southwest Conference press tour. And that was a picture in Houston. And he says that picture was taken the day they got the bus back. So one of the historic stories about the Southwest Conference press tour was the bus got stolen in Houston.
Did it really?
Yes. We were staying at the old Tides 2 Motel. It was not the best spot. But Dickie Magel, the old Rice guy, the Rice hero, owned the Tides 1 and the Tides 2.
Right.
So we'd stay there on the press tour every year, and we all understood why we were staying there. But the bus got stolen in Houston. And bad part about that is a lot of people think about TV crews with equipment was on the bus when it got stolen. So I can remember the Arkansas guys. I think it was Mike Nail was doing TV at the time, and he and his photographer, man, they were just what are we going to do?
Right.
We lost our equipment, So people were up in arms. Now they got it back pretty quick, or they found the bus. I think they got up early one morning and noticed it was gone and found it maybe in 2 or 3 hours.
That's what I'm about to say. Like, if you take a bus, it's not like,
right.
That's going to be found pretty easy.
Right.
That's crazy.
You're not going to hide a bus for sure. What's somebody going to do with a bus anyway? But that was the press tour picture that year. We usually did it different places. A lot of times it seemed like it was in the R room at Rice University, but we all thought, this year we got to take the picture in front of the bus.
So this is after it was returned?
Yes. This was right after it was returned. And I can remember somebody saying, let's take the picture now before it gets stolen again. Right. And so if you we can't do this, but if you could zoom in on that picture, that's Big Tom Dorr. It was radio in Austin, laying down up there in the front. But like Kevin Sherrington is in there from the Dallas Morning News, and Kevin O'Keefe and Wally Hall from Arkansas. Pascual Rodriguez and I are in that picture. Pascual and I were at KWTX TV. Steve Fallon's in that picture. Steve Fallon is right there, kind of center. If you look at the waistline of Tom Dorr, who's lying down, Steve is right there, kneeling down behind him.
Okay.
So center of the picture, that's Steve. The bus driver there is there. I don't know who the girl is. I think she worked with the Southwest Conference office, but I can't remember her name. But John Askins posted that picture, and those who remember it are all kind of chiming in now of what they remember about the bus being stolen on the Southwest Conference press tour. It was pretty fun.
That is wild. I can't imagine like the stories and just the how the sharing of information and all that was on this trip. That had to have been miraculous.
Yeah. So a lot of fun to reminisce about that. Jerry Hill's coming in. Jerry, look at this picture before it goes away. It was a picture of the Southwest Conference press tour. There we go. The year the bus got stolen. It was 1985, according to John Askins. It was 1985. You remember that? I know you do. Wait, we'll talk about it next segment. Okay. So Jerry's here. We're here. We'll talk about that more coming up next segment. All right, good memories there. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more in just a moment. John Morris Show on a Wednesday, brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. Hey, we're glad you're with us. If you're so inclined, you could hit that subscribe button or the follow button. I actually did that. Subscribe to the show to see what it did because I didn't know. I didn't know what happened when you subscribe. But it just gives you a notification when there's a show live or archive, something pops up. So if you would like that, subscribe and follow, and we would appreciate it. Take a break. Jerry Hill joins us. When we come back, John Morris Show returns right after this.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports team.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Provident. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to CentralTexasCattleBaronsBall.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Back with us, John Morris Show on a Wednesday. Our good friend, and we hope yours, Jerry Hill.
Yeah.
Resplendent in his Paisley shirt today.
Yes.
Welcome to you. Middle of the summer.
Yeah.
Middle of the summer, we stray a little bit. We were talking about the old Southwest Conference press tour.
Yeah.
You saw the picture of the bus. You weren't on the tour that year?
I don't think I was on there yet because I took the Baylor beat in '87.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have been when I started, I think, doing the tour with John Werner.
Yeah.
So I don't think I was on it that year. I remember the stories about the bus being stolen, but I was not on the tour that year.
Legendary. And the tour, we've said this before, actually was started by Mr. Dave.
Yes.
Before it was officially a Southwest Conference press tour. He and a couple of others?
Yeah, it might have been, I don't know if it went back to Blackie or some of the older guys. There would have been one from Austin, Fort Worth probably.
Yeah.
So just a handful of guys, and they would a lot of times they would just go in a car, like carpool, to go to the next stop.
That's right. Yeah,
and it was
they went to Junction. I remember
went
that
to Junction. That was
A&M.
Yep, that was Bear Bryant's first year there, and the legendary stories about how they took 3 buses and one went back to A&M after that camp. So,
only ones that were left.
Yeah. So just a lot of fun stories from even back then. But the Southwest Conference tour was always a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Like I was telling you, I didn't usually get on the bus. I drove to different stops. Like I said, John Werner and I would split it up. John would go to 4 schools, and I would go to the other ones, and we just we drove to most of them.
Right.
Tech, like you said, that in Arkansas would have been the only flight trips.
Yeah.
So
true. Very cool. Good memories there. Yeah. Did you have a particular story?
So, and I think this was press tour. This was Mr. Dave's story, Dave Campbell.
It's got to be true.
And so it must have been the TCU stop, and maybe they came from SMU.
Okay.
But him, and I think it was Denny, but one of the other reporters, they were walking into what they thought was the hotel with their luggage.
I have heard this.
Yes. And it was a bank. And you can imagine 2 guys coming in there with luggage. Yeah. So that's Dave's story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's pretty good. So that was Mr. Campbell and Denny Freeman.
I think it was Denny. Yeah.
I can hear them telling that story. Oh, that's pretty good.
Stop.
That's good. Lots of memories there. So this kind of popped up because media days are going on right now during talking season. And
were you at, and this may have been multiple years, but I remember being at A&M when the bus driver fell asleep. I don't know if you'd remember that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, but he was, obviously he was tired.
Yeah.
And I think it was when RC was speaking. I mean, you could hear him snore.
Oh, gosh.
So, fun times.
I think maybe we might have been in a different place.
You might have been in a different,
like
this would have been the writers doing like a team meeting room.
Yeah.
teared or whatever, and
He fell
the
asleep.
bus driver was back in the back, and I mean, you could hear him. He
What
just
did RC
started
do?
snoring. I don't remember if he addressed it or not, but I mean, everybody could hear it. So
That's
yeah,
pretty good.
Fun
All right,
time.
good memories there.
Yeah.
All right, we said this is a good time, middle of the summer,
Yeah.
to kind of check in on Baylor guys and girls
Yeah.
that are in action in the pros, and there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, this good group, particularly in NBA Summer League. Baylor had 7. We can count, actually, I think it was 10 that I counted that had made stops in Baylor, because Dane Danja is playing in it, as well as Jalen Celestine and LJ Cryer. So they're on teams as well. But Baylor, guys that finished here, there were 7 of them. Adam Flagler with the Sacramento Kings, Kendall Brown with the Miami Heat, Jalen Bridges with the Portland Trailblazers, Norchad O'Meara with the LA Clippers, Cameron Carr. He had a great NBA Summer League, 18 points per game. So he did really well. Like I said, Jalen Celestine with the Toronto Raptors, Jaden Nunn with the San Antonio Spurs. Ray J. Dennis also had a good camp with 10 points per game. Atlanta Hawks. And I should go back to Norchad. He had a couple of double-doubles to finish out the Summer League, and he averaged almost a double-double with
of course he did.
10.6 points and 9.8 rebounds. Wow. He's just a double-double machine. Yeah. And then Dane Danja, like I mentioned, with Brooklyn, and LJ Cryer with Golden State. So good representation there with Baylor. That's become a tradition, for Baylor to put guys in the NBA and really develop guys. I mean, there have been a lot of one and done guys, but then there's been some guys that have really developed and, become pro players. I think of Royce O'Neal, was, hardly recruited coming out of high school, transferred here after a couple, I think it was at Denver. Yeah. Transferred here, played well, had a good college career at Baylor, but he's really blossomed in the NBA.
He's had a good long
career.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the things you like to see. Torian Prince was another one that, again, wasn't much of a recruit coming out of high school, became an NBA draft pick, I think first round draft pick, and has had a good NBA career. So we've got a lot of success in the pro ranks.
That's very cool. Yeah. And so many of those games were on TV. They televised most of those NBA Summer League games.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, and obviously that's just part of the road for them. Now they go to training camp. Now they got to earn their spots on the team. But I think in some of these cases, I would say Cameron, I don't know that he's locked down a spot, but being a first round pick and then doing what he did in the Summer League, I think he's made a good statement to be on that team. And then some of the other guys, I mean, they're gonna have some work to do, but just getting a chance to play in that helps you. And then hopefully you have a great training camp and you make the team.
Cool. Very good. Along those lines, next week, and I'll be gone on vacation, so I'll miss this, but next week is Vets Week for Baylor basketball.
Oh, okay, great.
That's the week in the summer where all these vets are invited back, and so many of them come. Yeah. And they will play against the current Baylor guys. Right. And it's a great workout for them. It's good for our players, or current players, to go up against these guys. Right. So Baylor does that, I think, better than anybody.
So being vets, I can think of at least 3 on staff. Would they also play in it?
Not so much.
Jonathan Chamwa, Chachua, Jake Lindsey, and Tweedy. Right?
Yeah, not so much. They're coaching.
They'll be coaching. Okay. Right. I saw Jonathan was mic'd up the other day. That was
cool. Yeah. Now they may step in if they need to for a few minutes, but for the most part, they're
going to be the other guys. But and it says something about Coach Drew and his staff that so many of those guys come back and they're just coming here to work out and get ready for their seasons. But so many times they, and some guys have been here years and years and years, so I think it's really cool and a tradition. I'm guessing Coach Drew started. I don't remember.
I think so. I don't remember anything before
and he's really, he obviously welcomes them back, and they do a great job with that. And it's good experience for your players coming back for the team, because they get to go against
NBA guys.
So I think it's great for both sides. I mean, I think, the NBA guys or the pro guys enjoy coming back and spending some time. And of course, for some of them, they never played at Foster.
Right.
So it's kind of a new experience for them as well. Right. So that'll be fun.
It's fun. So that's next week, Vets Week coming up. How about the women's side, about the WNBA?
Yeah, we got 5 right now on WNBA rosters. Nalissa Smith, Las Vegas Aces. She had been with the Fever And I think maybe she got traded to Dallas, and now she's with Las Vegas. And she's averaging 12.2 points, 6.1 rebounds. So she's probably the best among the. Well, I mean, Brittany Griner is probably still the best, several-time All-Star and Hall of Famer. I know somebody that's going into this year's Hall of Fame. He will join both Brittany and Odyssey Sims. Odyssey Sims is still playing.
Still playing. Yeah.
And in Brittany's case, I think this might be her 14th or 15th season. So Brittany's still playing with the Connecticut Sun, 14.2 points and 5.6 rebounds.
That's a big deal, that trade, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
With her?
I mean, and she was with Phoenix, obviously, forever.
Yeah.
And then I think she spent 1 year in Atlanta, maybe. And then now she's with the Connecticut Sun.
Okay.
So, and I think it was a good move for her too. So, and then Odyssey Sims with the Dallas Wings, Dejanay Carrington with the Chicago Sky, and Dariana Littlepage Buggs made the Washington Mystics roster. I think she's only played in one game, but made a roster.
Nice.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
You know, again, I think some people wondered, you know, she's kind of a tweener. What's she going to play? I think she's listed as a guard with the Mystics. So we'll see. I mean, I think if she gets her chance, she's going to have an impact. Like I said, she played in that one game. I think it was Saturday. But, you know, I think if she gets her chance, she's going to play and she's going to do well. And if not, she'll go overseas and do well there. And I know there's a lot more playing overseas, but that's the 5 that are on WNBA rosters right now. And every year Baylor leads the Big 12 in that, you know, among players in the WNBA.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, right now we have 5. I mean, we've had as many as, you know, 6 or 7 or so, 6 or 7. But, yeah, right now we have 5.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
WNBA is going on right now. I mean,
Yeah.
they're in season. Baseball's going on.
Yeah.
Major League Baseball. We got a lot of guys.
Heard you talking about
Max.
Mr. Muncy.
Yeah.
Hit the 2-run homer last night to beat the Dodgers 2-1. And you mentioned now tied for second most
How about
in
that?
LA Dodgers history.
Yeah.
Only reason I knew the Eric Karros trivia was because I had read the AP story.
Okay,
It was
okay.
actually listed in there,
Nice.
tied with Ron Say. Now, what I had looked at was I think Max has, like, unless I read this wrong, I think he has like 232 major league home runs,
Okay.
227 of them, I believe, with
The Dodgers. Okay.
I think now I don't know that they count postseason, but postseason he's at another like 16 or 18.
Yeah.
So,
That should count in your
so
stats.
they may count with that as well.
Okay.
So, also last night, our boy Shea Langoliers hit his 23rd homer of the season.
Sheesh, wow.
The A's were trailing like 4-0 or 4-1. He hit a homer in the 8th to get them back, and then they tied it in the 9th. But then Arizona had a walk-off 6-5 win in the 10th. So, but Shea hit his 23rd home run of the season.
Wow, that's great.
He's had a heck of a year.
All-star.
And then completing that Baylor trio, Nick
Yep.
Lofton
Yeah,
had the game-winning hit for the Royals against the Giants. I believe it was in the 6th inning, got an RBI single. So Nick's doing well as well. He I think he's raised his average to around 250. He was struggling earlier in the year, but again, he's on an MLB roster. There's not a lot of those spots.
That's
so
great.
He's doing well.
Cool. What about Cody Bradford's status right now?
Everything I've read is that, you know, he's progressed and he's close to getting back.
Okay.
I think they had hoped maybe he would be back by now, right after the All-Star break. He's not there yet. They need him. I mean, because they've had some issues in the rotation and trying to find the right guys there. So I think it's him and Montgomery maybe that are on their way back. So I know they'd like to have him back and at least give them either a longer relief guy in the bullpen or hopefully a starter that they can count on. Because really, I mean, past Nathan Eovaldi and sometimes Jacob deGrom. I mean, it's really been a question mark. Now Rocker pitched really well last night, but yeah, that's been an issue, is the starting rotation. And if Cody can get fully healthy and be in there, I think he'd be a huge help to them.
Cool.
And I push for the AL West title.
They're in the hunt. They're a 500 team, but they're in the hunt.
They're in the hunt.
All right, golf. How about golf? We talked a lot about Johnny Kiefer lately.
Yeah, that he played in the Open.
The Open.
He tied for 59th. Again, it seems like every week he's going to struggle on one day. You know, he didn't in that tournament before, but He shot, I believe it was 4 over on the weekend, and that dropped him to a tie for 59th. Still earned over $43,000. So he continues to climb, and he's doing well on both the money winning list and the point standing. So he's doing well, and he is playing in the 3M Open this week in Minnesota. Cooper Dossie still 9th on the Korn Ferry Tour, which means he's in position to get his PGA Tour card for next year, and he is playing in a tournament this week in Illinois.
Very cool. Yeah. All right. Follow those guys.
Who we got?
What else you got? Track and field?
I got track and field. Man, I did confirm.
Yes.
I did confirm.
Is he married?
He is married.
All right.
Michael Ford. Congrats to him and his bride. And I can't remember her name. She used to coach at Iowa. But yeah, they got married on Friday, the 17th. It was in Cancun.
Okay.
He said they got a little overbooked because they had sent out, I think it was 50 invitations, and they were thinking maybe 30, 35. There were over 70 people there. Destination wedding, Cancun in the summer.
There.
So they were there. So yes, they got married, and now he's on to whatever stop is next. Actually, the USA Championships are this week in New York, which is back to his home area. Yeah. And Tariah Kelly is there along with Malik Franklin and pole vaulter Tinley Kuhn. Those are the current Baylor people. Well, Tinley just finished. Tariah just finished. But let's see, who was the other one that I said?
Those are the two.
Malik Franklin. Malik Franklin is back. And then this past weekend, the Diamond League was in London, and Demario Prince, which I asked Coach Ford about this, because he's running a couple of pro events, and you can do that, and I think even get money, certain amount. I think it pays for your expenses and stuff. So he can do that in a few meets. So he's doing the Diamond League, or he did the Diamond League in London this past week, and he was 7th in the 110 hurdles, and Nathaniel Ezekiel was 4th in the 400-meter hurdles. The one that caught my eye, though, and this isn't Baylor related, I don't know if you would have seen this, but the mile record.
I didn't see. Oh, I did see that.
Oh my God! I went back and watched the whole replay of it. 3:42.66.
Jeez, for
and
a mile.
I kind of figured that out, or did my math, and it was less than 56 seconds a lap. I mean, think about that, John.
Yeah, no.
I remember what a big deal, because it would have been in the 70s, I believe, when they broke. May have been earlier than that, but when they broke the 4-minute mile. And now 3:42.66.
Unbelievable.
That's incredible. He's from Britain. Just a phenomenal race to watch. So, I mean, because it's like they're with him. And then the last lap, he just kind of left them behind.
Wow.
See ya.
That's amazing. Where was that? You know what meet that was?
That was the one in London.
Oh, in London.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that was the Diamond League meet in London, and I don't even remember what the record was before that. Maybe around 3:44, 3:45. But he just blew it away and blew the field away as well. But apparently it was something that he had talked about. I'm going to break this record. Yeah. He went out and did it.
Good grief. Yeah. That's impressive. Yeah. Anybody else? Track?
So again, I mentioned the ones that are going to the USA Championships this week.
How about our sprinter, 100-meter guy?
Trayvon?
Yeah.
He is not in this one. I can't remember if Coach Ford said, because I know Demario is doing the Commonwealth Games, and I think that Trayvon may be doing that.
Okay.
And I don't remember where that is, John, but it's the Commonwealth Games coming up early next month.
Maybe in the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
It is not the Commonwealth of Kentucky. I believe it is in a foreign country, and Kentucky still is in the U.S., I believe.
Yes, it is.
They've tried to move out a couple. No, that was Texas.
Commonwealth would be in Britain, Great Britain.
I would think so.
Just by the name, right?
Yeah, I think so. And so that'll be early next month, along with, I know, the World U20 championships are coming up then. And Baylor has a couple in there. Women's golf.
Okay.
Can we transition to that? So Charlotte Brooke, that was on the team this last year, she's the
one with the great accent.
She is. She has a great accent. She loves talking, and she talks a lot too. Charlotte is in England, actually, defending her championship in the Walton Heath Trophy.
Nice.
She shot 4 under 70 yesterday in Tuesday's opening round, and is tied for second, 3 shots off the lead. And then Yurang Lee and Paloma Ibarra Ambia are playing in the 112th Canadian Women's Amateur in Toronto. Yurang won that event 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So
nice.
This is not pro, but close to it. And Yurang, I think, probably will be turning pro at the end of the year. So
Yeah, that's doing well.
good there.
All right. Any other sports? Any other folks?
What else we got? Baseball. You saw that was on Twitter and stuff. But Lucas Davenport signed
Right.
with the Red Sox.
Right.
Tice Armstrong with the Yankees.
Very cool.
And then Max put out 4 guys made Summer League All-Stars. TJ Woodson, Bo Caraway, Tate Darius, and Kurt Ippolito named to Summer League All-Star teams. TJ Woodson's brother of, is that
Michael's
right?
brother.
Yeah, Michael Woodson, men's tennis coach's brother. So, and then 2 MLB All-Star game starters and A's catcher Shea Langoliers and Dodgers third baseman Max Muncy. You mentioned this isn't pros, but you mentioned the series with Texas resuming.
Yeah, basketball.
That's 264th all-time
Wow.
meeting, but first in almost 3 years, because it would have been they said it's since 24, but that would have been 23-24 season. So yeah, it's been a minute. So when Texas went to the SEC, they haven't played them since then, but that series resumes with that November 15th game.
Yeah, the geography's off a little bit, so it's Baylor from Waco and Texas
we got to
from
go
Austin,
through,
and we're going to San Antonio to play.
Seems like we should go to Houston or something, but
no, it'll be fine.
yeah,
it'll be good.
And I heard you talking about trying to get back from BYU. That'll be.
I'm
Hopefully it's a day game.
I know.
Hopefully it's a early
You know it
kickoff.
won't be. You know it'll be night.
It'll be a night
Late.
game in lovely Provo, Utah, and getting back at 6 a.m.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
and then go straight to San Antonio.
John, the other deal I had written down and had some notes on were just football stuff. With that, with camp opening pretty soon here, and so many things going on there. One of the things I saw, and I don't know if you saw this on the web, but the game day experiences, which you're involved with.
Oh yeah,
with one
that's
of them.
very cool.
I asked, so I interviewed or talked with Justin Hoff the other day, and I asked him if they were interested in a experience of Jerry, sitting with Jerry Hill in the press box, but apparently there was no interest in that.
That's funny.
But no, there is, there is one of the experiences is a radio booth experience for
fun.
1 quarter, not the whole game, but 1 quarter. So I think that'll be fun.
We couldn't have done that at Floyd Casey. We didn't have enough room.
Right.
in
No,
our
you
booth.
got room in there.
But now we do.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
That's available.
So the other experiences were really cool, I thought, but pregame experience, including the pregame meal and chapel at the team hotel, bear walk with the team.
Yeah.
So when they come in, and that bear walk is now back, they're stopping at the other side of the bridge in the touchdown alley area and then walking over there. So they're bringing back that kind of, and it's exactly 2 hours before. It's not 1 hour and 50 or 1 hour and 40. It's 2 hours before. So that's one of the experiences is walking in with the team. In-game sideline pass, pre-game sideline pass, and player tunnel. So you're in there.
That's cool.
When they're coming out, you can take photos and all that. So, and post-game media conference.
Wow.
We can sell tickets to that now, apparently.
We got a spot in the back of the room.
That's
right there.
You can't sit up there with Jerry, but you can. Or
That's true.
You're
in the room.
You can be back there in the back with President Livingstone and all them. Radio booth experience, birthday bash, including video board message and on-field photos with Bruiser and Marigold, and pregame sideline access.
So those are all on the web at BaylorBears.com. Game day experiences. Aaron Fordyce is going to be on here Friday to talk about those.
Did I tell too much information?
No, it's good information.
I can apologize to him.
Good information to pass along.
And then we had, I believe it was 11 guys named to the Shriners East-West Bowl 1000. That would be Travion Barnes, DJ Lagway, Dawson Pendergrass, Tony Livingston, Jacob Redding, Caden Siraki, Devontae Tazino, LeVar Thornton, Devin Turner, Hosea Wheeler, and Palmer Williams. So good list there.
Yeah.
And then our boy Michael Allen nominated for the ACA Good Works team. Very deserving. I hope he gets named to that because he's an unbelievable guy. So
that guy epitomizes that award.
That should be the Michael Allen Award.
Exactly.
He does. He deserves a spot on that.
Love it
for sure.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate it. So I'll be gone next week. So
Garrett, I'll see you next Wednesday.
Jerry's going to come in and do his segment.
I'm just going to do the whole show. So.
Come on.
Let's do it.
I'll just do my segment.
Exactly. Do it. You know how to get here. Garrett will fix you up. So you guys
We're running
fun.
a best of, I guess, next week maybe.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. All right.
If we can find anything that qualifies.
Best of. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
All right,
Enjoyed it.
Jerry Hill, appreciate him. Take a break. Back to look ahead and wrap things up right after this.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco. One of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Make this the summer event at Allen Samuels Jeep in Waco. Be among the first to see and drive the all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee, delivering up to 37 miles per gallon. Or drive home a new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo with your choice of 0% financing for 36 months or 2.9% for 84 months. Or save $9,000 off MSRP. Don't miss these incredible summer savings at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
This year, I made a New Year's resolution. I want every business to own a new copier from CTWP. Call me, Leroy the Copier Dog. Let's get you a copier delivered today. CTWP, your local copier company.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Back with us, John Morris Show, final segment on this Wednesday. Appreciate Jerry Hill greatly. Garrett, you think he's kidding, but he may show up next Wednesday. I'll be gone, but he may show up. So more power to him. You guys have
We can
fun.
make something work. We'll make it work.
So have fun. Appreciate Jerry and his expertise, and he comes prepared. So I appreciate that greatly. Let's share some birthdays with you before we get out of here. It is my niece by marriage, her birthday today, Christy Melton Jacob. Happy birthday to Christy over in, where do they live now? Lexington? No, she was teaching in Lexington. But happy birthday to Christy. Marty Malzak's birthday. Happy birthday to Marty. She and her husband Will, good friends. Happy birthday to Marty. John Rook's birthday is today. If you go way back here, John is a UT grad. He did sports at KCEN TV, then worked in San Antonio for the Spurs, And then for a long time has been the voice of the Providence Friars, so up in the Northeast. So John Rook, we cross paths not very often, but every once in a while. And when Baylor and Providence are in the same place, that's fun. But John Rook, and he teaches there at not Providence, but at another school. So happy birthday to John Rook today. It's Tom Nicoletti's birthday. Tom, formerly at KWTX TV. It is Vic Valoria's birthday today, Baylor's head strength and conditioning coach. Great guy, just a great guy. And if you said, show me a picture of what a college strength and conditioning coach should look like, they're going to put Vic's picture up there. He is the guy, and very well respected both inside the athletic department and outside by his peers. So happy birthday to Coach Vic today. That might be it. Oh, Cambry Kreger's birthday, pitcher for Baylor softball. Happy birthday to her today as well. I think that's it. That's all that I've got. Actually, let me look at another list. Make sure we don't leave anybody off. Okay, glad I checked. This is Drayton McLean's birthday today. Does that sound right? And I would think that's Drayton McLean Jr. So happy birthday to Mr. McLean. His name is on McLean Stadium here in Waco. Happy birthday to him. And okay, here's an anniversary. This will cap things off nicely. Steve and Beverly Fallon's anniversary today. So happy birthday to the Fallons. Steve just is such a fortunate man to be married to Beverly Fallon, and happy anniversary to them. Love them both very much so. All right, there's a look at birthdays and an anniversary, and we appreciate Jerry being on with us. Thanks to Brandon and Garrett behind the scenes. We appreciate you for tuning in. Lord willing, we're back tomorrow in the 9 a.m. hour. Thanks for being with us. Thanks to Alliance Bank Central Texas and the Brazos Landing. Lunch at the Brazos Landing today. Maybe we'll see you there. We will see you tomorrow morning at 9. Have a great day. Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Spring is sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe honestly.